Ethan lived in a small village surrounded by ancient forests. Every morning, golden sunlight painted the rooftops with warmth. The villagers believed the forest was older than history itself. No one dared to enter the deepest part of the woods. Children grew up hearing strange stories about the forest. Some stories spoke about invisible guardians, others warned about a mysterious clock hidden somewhere inside. Ethan never believed those stories. He believed every mystery had a logical explanation. His greatest dream was to become an explorer. He spent every afternoon studying old maps. He marked every unexplored location with red ink. One rainy evening, everything changed. Lightning struck the oldest oak tree near his home. The thunder shook the entire village. The next morning, Ethan visited the damaged tree. Inside the broken trunk, he noticed something unusual. A tiny golden key rested inside the hollow. The key felt strangely warm in his hand. Tiny symbols appeared across its surface. None of the symbols matched any language he knew. That night, he dreamed about a hidden doorway. A distant voice whispered only one word: tomorrow. When Ethan woke up, the golden key was glowing brighter than ever. The glowing key pulled gently toward the forest. He could no longer ignore its mysterious call. He packed his backpack before anyone noticed. Without hesitation, he stepped toward the ancient woods. The forest felt strangely silent. Even the birds had stopped singing. Only the sound of his footsteps echoed between the trees. Sunlight struggled to reach the forest floor. The glowing key became brighter with every step. Ancient symbols appeared on nearby tree trunks. They matched the symbols carved into the key. Ethan carefully copied them into his notebook. Suddenly, a cold wind swept through the forest. The trees seemed to whisper his name. He turned quickly, but no one was there. The path ahead slowly revealed itself. Small blue lights floated through the air. They guided him deeper into the forest. Hours passed without him noticing. Finally, he reached a forgotten stone bridge. The bridge looked older than the village itself. The keys suddenly began to vibrate. Golden light spread across the bridge. Hidden carvings awakened beneath the moss. Ethan realized his adventure had only just begun. Beyond the bridge, an ancient stone archway waited in silence. The golden key floated gently toward the archway. A strange humming sound filled the air. The symbols on the key began to shine brilliantly. The archway awakened after centuries of silence. Hidden gears echoed deep beneath the earth. The ground trembled beneath Ethan's feet. A hidden staircase slowly rose from the ground. Dust filled the air as forgotten secrets awakened. Ethan took a deep breath and descended. The air below felt surprisingly warm. Crystal walls reflected thousands of tiny lights. Every step echoed endlessly through the chamber. Ancient statues stood silently on both sides. Each statue held a different mysterious symbol. The symbols matched those inside Ethan's notebook. He realized someone expected him to arrive. A distant door slowly opened by itself. Warm, golden light flooded the chamber. Ethan stepped inside without fear. A magnificent underground city appeared before him. The city had been untouched for thousands of years. Strange glowing clocks decorated every building. Time itself seemed different in this place. At the city's center stood the legendary clock of tomorrow. The giant clock ticked only once every minute. Each tick echoed across the entire city. The glowing key began spinning in Ethan's hand. A beam of light connected the key to the clock. The clock's hands suddenly stopped moving. The entire city fell completely silent. A mysterious figure stepped out of the light. Its face remained hidden beneath a golden hood. It smiled as though it had been waiting for Ethan. "Welcome, Keeper of Tomorrow." Ethan stood frozen in disbelief. He had never heard those words before. "Who are you?" he asked softly. The guardian raised one glowing hand. Thousands of memories filled the air. Ethan saw children from long forgotten centuries. They all carried the same golden key. Every generation had chosen a new keeper. The final keeper had disappeared decades ago. The city had been waiting ever since. Ethan looked down at the glowing key. Everything finally began to make sense. His journey had been planned long before he was born. The clock of tomorrow had chosen him. His greatest adventure was only beginning. The Guardian pointed toward the giant clock. "It is almost time," the Guardian whispered. The clock began ticking faster. Golden gears rotated beneath the city. The ground vibrated with ancient power. Crystal towers shone brighter than ever. Streams of light flowed through every street. The key floated from Ethan's hand. It slowly approached the giant clock. A hidden keyhole appeared at its center. The key fit perfectly. The entire city came alive. Ancient bells rang through the chamber. The Guardian smiled proudly. "You have awakened tomorrow." The city celebrated with dazzling light. But suddenly the lights flickered. The Guardian's smile disappeared. Something dark was awakening too. The air became suddenly cold. The clock slowed once again. A deep roar echoed below. Ethan tightened his grip. The real test had finally arrived. To be continued.